Hello, everybody. And yes, you could see our faces again if you're watching us on YouTube.
Excited.
Welcome to the DK and Bill Wrestling Podcast. I'm Bill.
I'm DK. If you forgot,
Yeah,
I have hair now. I didn't have hair last time we recorded
I
with
know.
camera. So
And well, this is it. This is Wrestlemania. This is the big one. This is the one that we've all waited for, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to preview everything. We're going to give our picks for every match. Um, there's just a lot to talk about with this WrestleMania because I'll be honest, I'm really looking forward to this show.
yeah, it's yeah, like it's kind of snuck up on us too.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I was thinking, I'm like, okay, we got a few weeks here. We can do shows, and I'm like, wait a minute, WrestleMania is on Saturday, so
Yeah.
it's a bit crazy. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Um, it's kind of cool having it both nights instead of that long Sunday that we
Mm-hmm.
used to have to do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping in and previewing and hopefully making some good picks. So
And I do want to say real quick, excuse me, before we go any further, yesterday we put up an unprecedented three pieces of recording in one day.
we're busy this time of year,
We
man.
we did both nights of our Ultimate WrestleMania Supercard, which you guys could check out. I think we made fantastic cards for both nights.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy actually.
Plus, we did a bonus episode where it's not going to count towards our total number of episodes, but it's a bonus where we discuss the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2023. So if you haven't heard any of those, even though it's not going to really spoil anything, please go check it out. It's worth your time and a lot of fun. And speaking of the Hall of Fame, that's where we're going to start because today they announced the fifth and final inductee, and this is going to be the recipient of the Warrior Award, and it is former referee Tim White.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it a little bit on the Hall of Fame episode that we would definitely touch on if anyone else was added.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't aware that Tim White is the Warrior Award winner here.
That part of me was kind of surprised. The
Yeah,
other part of me was like, wait, they haven't announced a Warrior recipient yet.
yeah.
So,
I kind of thought maybe they weren't, maybe they're not doing it because they haven't been like pushing it on TV.
right.
So I don't know.
But
Okay, but anyways, total awesome guy to put in there. First
yes.
referee. Um, like what when I think of Tim White, I think of Andre because he was kind of like his
Yeah.
guy, his riding partner.
Mhm.
Lots of stories. Like I don't know if you've seen the Andre HBO
I,
special.
I I
You
did.
know, um, I would definitely recommend it. Anyone hasn't seen it. Tim White's in that for a lot of the stuff, a lot of the cool stories. So yeah, and he was just like one of those famous referees.
Hmm.
Like I was saying on the show, I thought it was going to be Earl, just because I always thought that Earl was kind of like that top referee guy. And
Hmm.
but maybe this is the groundbreaker.
Yeah.
Maybe we start to get referees like honestly, I'd like to see Mark Eaton go in as
Hmm.
timekeeper. Like and a lot of people don't know this. He's the guy that was tossing the beers to Steve Austin.
There's a few
You might need
referees.
the Hall of Fame for that. So
There's a few referees I'd like to see go in. Yeaton is one. Joey Morella is another one I'd like to see.
yeah,
Maybe even recognize a couple WCW referees.
yeah.
Mark Curtis, Randy Anderson, Pee Wee Anderson, Nick Patrick.
I think you
maybe
could really start a huge trend here, and where we could be seeing like a ref go in almost every year.
I wouldn't mind it.
No,
It would be different in a
yeah,
good way because because we talked about when we did our special, how like in sports there are a few that do have officials, referees, umpires in their respective Hall of Fames. Not all of them, but a good amount do. Um, I think, yeah, I think this is if you're gonna do it, may as well do it now while Triple H has whatever control of
Yeah.
the Hall of Fame he has
Yeah.
before Vince maybe takes it back.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the rumors are that people were trying to push him to go in this year. And like he's like, I can't put myself in the Hall of Fame. So maybe down the line, like
Who
I
you
guess
mean?
that
You
was the
mean
thing.
Vince?
No, I'm talking Triple H.
Oh, because I was gonna say Vince said like I don't want to be inducted until after I'm dead. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and if he has his mom's genes, he's gonna be alive for at least another 25 years. So
Oh yeah, he'll probably outlive us all, that guy.
cockroaches, Twinkies, and Vince McMahon.
Yeah. No, I was talking Triple H because like he
Um,
retired. Was it last year's Mania or 37? Can't remember which one it was. Where he
right.
came out and put the boots in the ring. So
I
I
think it,
thought maybe it could be him
I
going
think
in
eventually he will, but
for
he's not
sure.
gonna
For sure.
he's not
He's
gonna
not
put
a Hall of
himself.
Fame wrestler. Like he's just in that position where he's kind of tough. Like, oh, I'm a Hall of Famer because I said I am.
I mean, he's gonna go in, but he's just not gonna push himself very quickly to do it right away.
Yeah, for sure.
We did get one comment from our bonus, and it's from Brian, and he made a very good point, and I didn't even think about it. And he wrote, "Sad that there won't be any tag teams inducted this year." That's a
Yeah, I saw
very
that.
good
I saw the
point.
comment, and I appreciate the comment. It was great. Yeah, like I almost like if we had more time, I'd almost like to go through and see like which Hall of Fames didn't have a tag team because like I know it wasn't every year, but
No,
it
and
seemed
then
like most of the time there was like two pretty solid singles guys, and then a tag team was there,
because
and maybe maybe a manager or something. Yeah,
Last year the Steiners went in,
yeah,
and they definitely deserved it, I thought. But
and I think the
um,
Dudley boys went in recently.
yeah, Dudley's went in a few
Years
years
back,
ago.
LOD. I don't know what
LOD's
they did.
gone in.
Yeah, so
Freebirds have gone in. Um, I
and
would. I'm
no groups
still.
either this year. Like it's always been like a group lately, NWO or DX or.
I'm still hoping for the day Demolition goes in, but I don't know when that'll happen. So
Well, I think it didn't Smash or Axe try to sue the WWE, so
yeah.
yeah, that might be like maybe put Repo Man in. There you
They'll
go.
put Repo Man in before Demolition. It's
Yeah,
possible.
you know, I'm not sure about this. Is the Nation of Domination in the Hall of Fame?
No, they're not.
I think that would be probably the next group that I would like to see go in there. Like where it would be Farouk and D'Lo Brown,
And Kama and Mark
Mama.
Henry.
Like Mark Henry's in AEW now. Who knows how they feel about that? And like I don't know if The Rock would. I think The Rock would almost have too much superstardom and take over too much in that.
Now, can I ask you this real quick?
Sure.
Would this be WWE's way of maybe getting Owen Hart in the Hall of Fame because he was in the Nation?
Yeah, that is like that was kind of like your argument on the last episode when I was mad that China wasn't in, and you said, "Well, DX is in," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, kind of, I guess." So that could be a way, but if Owen gets in the Hall of Fame and he's wearing that Danger wrestling suit, like the worst thing ever, but honestly, it would be great if that ever happened. But we
Right.
all know, and every year we talk about it, and the foundation is his Hall of Fame. So,
And I have come to accept that, they don't want
but,
him in
and you know what? Honestly, that could be another reason maybe why the Nation isn't in the Hall, because you got that Owen Hart stuff. Maybe you don't want The Rock going in a group before he gets his moment as like where he should be by
So
himself.
thank you, Dark Side of the Ring, for changing my thoughts.
Yeah, that was a pretty good episode.
That was. All right. Um, well, let's get into it. We're not gonna make the people wait anymore.
Okay.
WrestleMania, Saturday, Sunday, 13 matches on the
Okay.
card.
13. Damn.
13. And it's gonna be over 2 nights. So what we're gonna do is because and I wish I had thought of this earlier. I could have put the matches up on our group to see what the people would have, who they would have picked. But we're gonna go in basically reverse order from how WWE.com has it listed. So we're gonna go from the bottom all the way to the top. So we're gonna save the big matches for the end. So
Yeah, that's kind of how it should be.
it should be.
People don't want to know what our thoughts on Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are at the beginning.
Yeah, because if we give it because if we give it away right now, you guys are you
Yeah,
guys aren't going to
you're
care
gonna
about
earn. You're
our
gonna earn
thoughts.
it, and please don't skip to the end
Yeah,
because we might do it in the middle. You don't know.
you never know. All right. So, with that said, let's get into the card. And we're going to start with Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio.
Okay, so do we know like which matches are Saturday and which are Sunday?
Not entirely.
Not entirely.
Not as of this recording.
Okay. So yeah, this isn't gonna be like in necessarily the
Right.
right order.
Right.
But yeah, this storyline's been building since Clash of the Castle, basically, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Where we kind of always thought this is what was gonna happen. And it was like, oh, I'm not gonna fight you, I'm not gonna fight you. It was almost similar to like Undertaker and Kane,
Yeah.
like 14. Like he almost like in that version, Kane just kept doing things and doing things until Undertaker finally accepted the challenge. And that's what happened here. I really like the build for this
Mm-hmm.
match. Like Dominic has like turned himself into a guy that no one cares about into like an ultimate heel right now.
Yes.
My only issue with this storyline is what happens with him when it's over. Like, what's gonna happen? That's why it's kind of hard, and I'm kind of interested to hear your take and what you're gonna say about this match before I give mine. I'm just kind of curious because I'm always looking for where do you go from here? Not okay, we get to WrestleMania, we have the big match. Like, what's going to happen? Rey Mysterio's going in the Hall of Fame on Friday night.
Right.
Is he going to go out on WrestleMania as his maybe retirement match and lose to Dominic? Maybe.
Who knows?
I'd like to hear what your prediction is, and then I'll give mine.
I do want to say one of the highlights of this rivalry is the 3 holiday clips that we got.
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving,
That
for
was
Christmas, for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is my favorite of the 3 because each one had like its own unique ending. Where like the first one was Dominic beats up Ray. The second one is Dominic gets arrested. The third one is, oh, there are the cops. I gotta go. Kind of showing a stereotype.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that much. It wasn't shown that much. I kind of see it going one of 2 ways. If Ray wins the match, then I think it's over. I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
You mean the storyline or Ray's career?
The storyline.
Okay.
What Ray does after that, I have no idea. If Dominic wins and he does it in a cheating way, chicken shit heel way,
Yeah.
I could see this going maybe another month or 2 because the next pay-per-view's in Puerto Rico and they could do something there because, we joked about it last year, but it's kind of true how the pay-per-view after WrestleMania, you get a lot of rematches. So if we do get a rematch of this, I wouldn't mind it. As far as who's going to win, I think Dominic's going to win this one. it's just shaping up to be Dominic wins this match.
Yeah, like I agree with you, and I think that's what they need to do, because if they have all this build and then Rey Mysterio just wins, then does Dominic, like would there be a like I thought there might be a scenario if Rey won, um, and then like Dominic like kind of tells Judgment Day, okay, I want to do this on my own, similar to Hulk Hogan with the NWO against The Rock. Like, I want to do this on my own. I want to see if I can beat my dad, and then maybe Dominic loses the match, but he's close to winning. And then maybe Judgment Day comes out and they're mad at him and they kick him out of the group. But then I wouldn't know where he would go from there. That's my whole thing when I'm talking about what do you do next.
Yeah.
I agree with you that I think Dominic should win this match, and I think he will. If he does it in a heel way, where he gets some help, like does Priest have a match?
No, he does not.
At Mania, Rhea Ripley's not going to be out there. She's got
a match. Finn's inside Hell in a Cell, which we'll talk about in a little.
Yeah, Finn's in Hell in a Cell. So, like I think that's what makes WrestleMania so good, is that when there are heels and baby faces, it should be a clean finish. And I think Dominic is going to win, and maybe not in a dominating fashion,
right?
But he's going to. He's not going to cheat. He's going to get over on Rey, and it's going to be kind of like one of those, like maybe a roll up or something, where Rey wasn't expecting it or something like that.
I think
and continue the story, and especially with you saying Puerto Rico pay-per-view, that's just perfect.
Because I think where the end goal is going to be is, because I've kind of paid attention to how Dominic's been looking as of late. I could see them ending up going to a mask versus hair match. And Dominic
throwing his hair out so he could look like Eddie.
Eddie.
Because like he's doing that mullet thing, and he's
Eddie would never hit me.
I wish Eddie was my dad. Like
Vicky Guerrero recently said that she's really enjoying the angle. She just wished she was a part of it. That would have been an interesting twist there, how Vicky would have, because she's been a heel for so long, Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
how would you portray her in that?
Maybe there's, like, it's WrestleMania, maybe there's gonna be somebody that shows up.
I'll have to wait and see.
I don't know. Could be wild though. Yeah, I think this could be the opener for Saturday.
They've already announced the opener for Saturday.
Have they? Okay.
This could be the opener for Sunday if they save it for Sunday.
I do think it would be one of those. Like, I think Ray's opened WrestleMania a couple times, and like his style of match is probably a good one to open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're both on Dominic winning, and you think it's going to be like a clean win, or do you think it's going to be like?
I think he'll do something
heelish
to win.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So our next match is the men's WrestleMania showcase match. So it's a fatal 4-way tag team match.
This is also called, we couldn't find matches for some of these guys, so we just put them in one big match together.
And before anyone asks, there's nothing on the line. No, winner gets a future title shot. It's just, hey, we got 4 teams. We're going to put them on WrestleMania. So it's,
why don't they just say winner faces the winner faces the tag champs at the next pay-per-view?
That's what they should do.
Just put something on it. Like, why do we care about this match besides the wrestlers and what they're putting into it?
That's what they should do, but
yeah, like, I don't know. There's a reason they're doing this match, and like I'll get into one of my predictions as we go here. But
all right. So the competitors are Braun Strowman and Ricochet, the Street Profits, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders. Basically, this has just been hey, we're going to put this match together. And they've had, segments here and there. There was even an 8-man on Raw Monday night. I'm actually kind of glad for some. Well, yeah, I'm glad for some of these guys getting in there. You know, they're going to get a WrestleMania payday out of this. Um, I want Alpha Academy to win because that tag team is just fun to watch in and out of the ring. But I think it's going to be the Street Profits that end up winning the match.
Okay. Is this it's not elimination or anything, right? Just for
Non-elimination.
is like everybody in the ring at once?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so these matches always like bother me because like why would you tag out when you can't win if you tag out? Like is there four people in the ring at once?
We'll
Is it like a
find
fatal
out.
four way, but you're a team tag team?
We'll find out on Sunday or Saturday or Sunday.
That's the thing, right? Um, I've heard rumors Alpha Academy is splitting up. That Chad Gable is going to be kind of pushed in a more serious role.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see something happening here where something happens and they split up. Um, I like the team of Ricochet and Braun Strowman. Um, and the Street Profits are a great team.
Yeah.
I've also like I think that could be a team that also breaks up eventually for single careers. Um, like is there like maybe that's the reason they're having a big match here at WrestleMania? Maybe there's going to be something that happens. I have liked the team of Ricochet and Braun Strowman. Don't ask me why I think this. I just think that they're going to come out on top and win this match. So it's nice that we're picking different teams here. Street Profits wouldn't surprise me
Yeah.
if they won this match. That means nothing really. So
Like if Viking Raiders won, I'd be very happy because they're like the team no one is talking about. You know, they're just there. But
yeah, and they're a solid team.
they're a very solid team.
Like this
Especially
match
for
will be
their size.
yeah, for sure. This match will be fun because like we'll be kind of going in, and there isn't a clear favorite.
No, not
And
whatsoever.
you're going to see some cool stuff from Ricochet, and yeah, that Alpha Academy team is fun. It's just like just the rumors I've heard of splitting and wanting Chad Gable to be more of a serious wrestler.
Yeah.
Maybe they split him up at this show.
I do want to mention real quick, Raquel Rodriguez and Braun Strowman got married very recently. So congratulations to the both of them.
Oh my God, their kids are going to be giants.
And what a good segue because our
I did
next
not know
match,
that. I didn't know they were like together. So neat.
Braun's got a good taste in women.
Yeah.
We'll say that. And
Yeah.
that's a good segue because Raquel Rodriguez is in our next match, which is the women's WrestleMania showcase match. Liv
Yeah.
Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Natalia and Shotzi, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, and Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
Man, Ronda Rousey is sure falling down, eh?
Well, I'm not going to say she fell on this one because she has been injured.
Yeah.
And because I think the original plan was her and Shayna were going to challenge for the women's tag titles at WrestleMania. But I
Yeah.
guess Ronda, didn't get better in time. So they had
The
to
one on the
kind of,
show. So
yeah, so they kind of had to change plans.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, they are now in this match.
So this is like another one where it doesn't mean anything, just showcase. Like let's
Pretty
get the teams
much.
on there and
Yeah.
um yeah, like on your other page, that wrestling show, I
Mhm.
did pick Ronda and Shayna. I'm gonna change that pick
Okay.
because I I think you're right about what they wanted to do, and Ronda's probably hurt, and they just want to have her on the show. Um, I like what I've been seeing from Rodriguez, so I think I'm gonna take the team of Liv Morgan and Rodriguez in this one.
Um, I'm gonna go with Ronda and Shayna. I just don't see Ronda being in the ring that much for the match. I could see her coming in at the end and then, maybe getting one of her submission holds on and getting the win that way. So, um,
Um, I like that pick. It's probably going to happen. I maybe something happens in this match because, like, I think people want to cheer for Ronda. I don't know how good of a heel she's actually been. So, like, it'd be nice if like Shayna almost turned on her here and like kind of flipped her back.
and Shayna is so good. She's
Yeah.
so underrated. Oh my gosh.
Like, perfect scenario for me. Like the way the ladies are like in all their rivalries right now, it's pretty good. I would love a Shayna Baszler Ronda Rousey like rivalry where Shayna turns on Ronda and then Ronda's like the babyface, and then they can have some good matches, I think. So, but originally I had picked that as my win, but I did change it, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, our next match, I'm just gonna say this is one of the matches I'm looking forward to the most. And I think on paper, this has the potential to be an all-time WrestleMania match. Triple threat match, Intercontinental title, Gunther defending against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus.
Yeah, this is a show stealer, honestly. This could be the like I don't know if they've named it. Like this could be the main event on Saturday. Like I think it could be that good. Like my guess is that they're gonna have Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. Like I don't know if they've announced that yet.
They haven't, but we are going to talk about that in a little bit.
Okay. There's a lot of good matches they could put on that main event slot for Saturday with the tag match with Hell in a Cell. Like like how do you do Hell in a Cell in the middle of a show? It'd be a little weird. But um yeah. Um I really like what I've seen from Gunther. You kind of have Sheamus and Drew McIntyre kind of battling each other here, like, oh, it should be my spot. You turned your back on me. It still kind of seems like Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus Gunther,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little odd with the way like Sheamus and Drew McIntyre are kind of like guys that are cheered.
Yeah.
Gunther's getting cheers because of how much people respect him,
Mm-hmm.
but he is a bad guy. I'm taking Gunther here. I think he's gonna. I could see him having an intercontinental title reign similar to Roman Reigns, where he just holds it and dominates. I really hope that he keeps it, keeps going. He's he's been one of the best performers in the business for the last year for me. And I really like what I've seen from him. So
Thank you.
I'm taking Gunther.
Thank you for
Like his
saying
performance in a Royal Rumble, like was amazing. I think it took away from Cody's win because he came in one, Cody came in at 30,
yeah.
and then like it kind of lasted a little bit too long.
I
And
mean, like you said, Gunther has basically been the MVP of the WWE, whose name is not Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn, basically.
yeah,
That's basically how to put it. And what he's done with the Intercontinental title, he's brought, the prestige and the elevation back to the Intercontinental title, which is something that people have been looking for so long, and we finally got it. And I just think the whole storyline has been great to get to this point because you have Gunther, the dominating Intercontinental Champion. You have Sheamus, who's looking for the one title he's never won, and you've got Drew, who is Sheamus's best friend, but also wants to be Intercontinental Champion as well.
Yeah.
Um. So, oh, oh, okay, they're just kissing. I thought something would happen there.
What?
Oh,
What do you want?
I got AEW Dynamite on. Adam Cole just had his first match back and won, by the way. So,
Well, that's good.
um, I think I think Sheamus is going to win this match. I think they're going to put the Intercontinental title on him, and he's definitely earned it. He's earned the opportunity, I think, to be Intercontinental Champion. It just would be the best way to go. I mean, I wouldn't be upset with whatever the result is, but I'm going Sheamus to win the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad pick either. And honestly, like I think Drew deserves a big win in front of a crowd because like when he won, it was in the performance center.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, any real scenario in this match, I'm not going to be upset with.
Right.
But obviously, I want what I predicted to come true, so I can have some bragging rights. But I definitely think this could be one of those show stealing type matches.
All right. Well, the next match could be another show stealer. Edge and Finn Balor, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, and lots of rumors out there
Mm-hmm.
about Edge coming out as the Brood, and Christian Cage has been given a 1 day pass, basically.
Yeah.
If so, him and talks about Gangrel coming back.
Yep.
This could get wild.
And then
Um,
and then we're getting the Demon Finn Balor.
yeah, I was hoping it was the Demon Finn Balor, and then the Brood Edge is basically Edge with red
Mm-hmm.
sunglasses. But like the entrance that he had at SummerSlam was really cool. WrestleMania will just be turned up.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this is like, you know what? I talked about it when we did our Elimination Chamber, and I said there's only way that I want to see one more match. It's got to be in the cell. And then like the next night they were talking about it, so I'm like, oh, that's cool.
And
Um,
and I do want to mention I read that they are not using the red cell for this one. I've heard they're going to use the original, silver gray Hell in a
okay,
Cell. Although someone told me today they're going to use a black one, which
okay,
would be different looking. So
yeah, like the red one seems, I don't know,
I think it's
a
it,
little,
it's past
little gimmicky. And
it's
you
past
can
its due.
see the holes that they cut so you could climb up.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing like Taker and Shawn or Taker and Mankind,
Right.
where they had to get up there and the thing's falling apart and like what is going to happen? Is everybody going to be okay? Um, I don't think I can see this match underwhelming just with Edge being like he came back from like a career ending neck injury. Like would he put himself in a bad spot? Like he's got
Mm-hmm.
young kids. Is it worth it? So I'm not having my
Your hopes high.
my hopes too high with this, but I'm hoping for a good match and a good way to finish this off. I I don't know who to pick, honestly.
Yeah,
I
this is
don't
a tough one to pick.
Has the demon ever lost? Like I don't think he has,
Like
especially on pay-per-view.
once or twice, and it was by a
Okay.
fluke.
Okay.
Well,
Um
okay, no, let me take that back. The one to Samoa Joe wasn't a fluke.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
you know what I'm
MVP, right?
thinking of? I'm thinking of the one where he fought Roman Reigns and that top rope collapsed for no reason.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I you know what? This is a tough one to call.
it is.
I'm gonna pick the demon. I think he's just gonna I don't know. He's just gonna do something. He's gonna pull it out. There might be shenanigans here because he will be the heel.
Mm-hmm.
Hell in a Cell. Maybe someone's under the ring. Maybe Damian Priest's under the ring. Hopefully we get a clean finish as WrestleMania. Start
Well,
some
I
new
mean, it's
feuds.
Hell in
But
a Cell, so I mean, pretty much anything goes. So,
yeah, like you think the Hell in a Cell should be the match that ends the feud,
oh, it will. I
and
definitely think it will.
so that kind of makes me think that Edge should win. But personally, I don't know. I think it would help um Finn Balor's character
Mm-hmm.
a lot more than help Edge's character if Edge won. Like if Edge loses this match, he can come out on Raw. No one's gonna boo him. No one's
No.
gonna like he can come out and retire on Monday if he won.
Um,
So yeah, I'm sticking with that. I'm taking a demon here.
I'm gonna take Edge. I just for some reason, I just got this feeling Edge is going to win this one. So we've gone two in a row of anticipated matches to Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
Did you hear the rumor that if he didn't resign, that they were gonna have him lose clean?
Who, Brock?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear that.
Well, they did resign him to a 5 match contract. Basically, if you count when he would wrestle,
Mm-hmm.
it would be 5 matches, and the fifth one would be WrestleMania 40, and then that would be it for Brock. So it sounds like he wants to go retire and hang out in Saskatchewan with Sable and
Go hunting.
go hunting and drink Coors Light and live your best life. It sounds like an honest, awesome time. So, um, I thought Brock has looked pretty weak in this feud so far. Now, it's
They're
weird
definitely
to
trying
see.
to make
Like,
Omos the big bad villain here.
yeah. I thought Almas was doing okay, and then they just had him lose to Bobby Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
Was that
Well,
last year's Mania?
MVP's been a saving grace for him.
He has, and he needs that. He needs that heater,
Like,
my mouthpiece guy.
if anything, MVP should get full credit for the build for this match.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not looking forward to it, he should get
No,
full
this
credit.
this is gonna be up there with terrible. Um, like I really don't see a scenario where this turns out well for anybody. Best case, Omos beats Brock.
Oh my gosh.
That's best like shock value. Like, what are you doing with Omos? Like, you're trying to make him this devastating giant, and
Mm-hmm.
he loses more than he wins. It's not a giant. It's not devastating. You're just a tall, big guy that can't win matches.
Yeah.
Like, like when he lost to Bobby Lashley, I thought that was bad for his character. He hasn't looked strong since. He's looked strong at the beginning of this feud, but I don't think Brock Lesnar is going to lose to Omos. So I'm
No.
taking Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm taking Brock on this one.
Maybe Brock has to cheat, like he did the low blow to Bobby Lashley. Maybe he has to cheat to get the win, and maybe we see a heel Brock Lesnar. But I'm liking the Cowboy Brock. He's fun.
He looks good with a hat. We'll
Looks
admit
good with
that.
a hat. He comes out and he looks like he's enjoying himself.
You know what I think it is? I think he knows now, like, hey, I don't have to carry the company anymore. I don't have to be in the main event. I can relax. I
Yep.
can be myself or close to myself, whatever that is.
Yeah, you just show up, when he needs to, and Suplex City.
Oh,
So,
I'm sure he will be in the woods come Tuesday or Wednesday morning hunting again. So
and before we go to the next match, I want to share with you something that's pretty exciting. AEW is doing house shows now, and they are coming to my city in July, right around the Stampede. and I think we're gonna try to get down there. So
Sweet. You're
so
I've been to a couple AEW shows. Those are fun shows.
it's called House Rules. It
Hmm.
sounds like a pretty, and they do bring cameras, I guess. So it's almost like a
It'll be
premium
like a
live
house
event.
show. It'll be a house show, but like they'll probably tape footage for like
Yeah,
Dynamite the show. So
and like you know what? I've been to Raws and SmackDowns and live events. Like live events are so fun.
hmm.
Like the only thing, you, like the title's not changing hands. You you pretty much know who's going to win each match and who's going to lose, but the wrestlers kind of have more fun, I think, at those events. So hopefully we can make it down there. But I thought that was interesting that AEW coming to Western Canada,
Yeah,
because like I know WCW never came to Western Canada. It sucked. Like that's kind of why I was the biggest WWE fan, because they would come twice a year.
because they
So
just did
it'll be
their
fun.
first house show like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, they're doing kind of like a tour here. I think it was in Winnipeg.
Yeah, because I
They
know they're going into Canada like end of June and into July. So
yeah, and I live like 20 minutes from Calgary, and the Calgary Stampede's like a big rodeo, and they always
oh
have like big concerts, and
yeah, if you
that's
don't
when
go,
Canadian Stampede was, the In Your House that I went to in '97. That's so
if
hopefully it's pretty good.
if you don't go, I'm gonna have one of your kids beat your ass.
Okay.
I'm gonna get one of them, and I'm gonna be like, beat up daddy.
Well, it's going to be hard to pass on it. It's going to be the last Saturday of Stampede. Like it'll be a party and a half. Like I don't know how I'm going to get home, but we'll figure it out.
You'll find a way.
Maybe I'll bring my camera, and I'll take some videos for the podcast.
Maybe, yeah. Put it up on our group.
Yeah, I'd like to see who's going to be there.
We'll
It'd be nice to go down.
have to wait and see. But yeah, I've been to like I want to say I've been to like 2 or 3 AEW shows, and they were pretty fun.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
all right,
Cool.
so that was our
Where are we?
intermission.
Brock Lesnar's going to beat Omos in the Show Stealer.
Right. All right. Let's get to our next match.
You know, I could see that being the opener. Well, you already told me what the opener. You
Well,
said the opener already, so
yeah, for Saturday I do.
get
Sunday I
Brock
don't.
out of there.
Yeah. All right, so our next match is a 6-woman tag match. Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch against Damage Control.
Yeah, this is like kind of underwhelming for Becky. Like I would have rather seen Damage Control minus Bailey versus Trish and Lita,
Mm-hmm.
and then had a Bailey versus Becky match.
Right.
If that's how you're going to do this, I there were some rumors out there that they would defend the tag titles on the second night.
Right.
Did
But
you hear anything about that?
I had heard
That
something.
was, I think that was just Becky talking to the media,
Yeah.
like saying like, "Oh, maybe I'm gonna be Becky 2 nights or something."
As of
Becky
right
2 belts
now,
a couple years back.
they do not have that planned. So
Yeah, like I don't know, like bringing legends back is fun, but to take a WrestleMania spot and having Lita as a half tag champion, like I don't know. I'm not super into this storyline.
mhm.
I'll I'm gonna say Damage Control wins because they are they're the team here. They're a group. Um and now I'm gonna say Bailey beats Becky in the match to set up,
um,
like maybe continue that feud where it becomes like a Becky versus Bailey feud.
right. This is actually this is my upset pick for WrestleMania. I've got Damage Control winning this match. The way it's kind of been built the last few weeks, it's like Becky and them, they're on cloud nine, nothing could go wrong, and everything hasn't gone right for Damage Control. I could see Damage Control getting a huge win in this 6-woman tag at WrestleMania.
I don't even know how big of an upset it would be because you got the faction. They're a group. They work together.
No, I know, but if I had to pick an upset, this would be my upset.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah. All right. Then we're gonna go to the Raw Women's Title match. Bianca Belair defending against Asuka.
What have you thought of the build to this?
The
It
build
seems
has been disappointing
it does.
because I
Like
like both.
a lot of the builds, honestly, for these matches, I thought they could have done more
Mm-hmm.
with. Bianca won the title at last year's Mania.
And she's been champion ever since.
Is she gonna go like keep going here? I like a heel champion. It's worked with Roman, where you have
Mm-hmm.
all these guys chasing. Um, I don't know how this is gonna go. I and there's been a lot of green mist teases here, where Bianca's like, "What are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, Austin's just laughing with the stuff coming out of her mouth, like looking all crazy. Um, but yeah, I'm taking Asuka here to win the title, and I think she's gonna get her with the mist, and that's how she's gonna win.
And then there you have your heel champion.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, like I said, I like both. Bianca's been a great champion this past year. She's, like I said, she's one of those that has won me over, in time.
Oh yeah.
But it's time for a title change. Asuka's got to win the belt here. I just feel like if you're going to complete the transformation of Asuka in the United States with the makeup and all that, it has to end with her winning the title. So I think Asuka's going to win it.
Okay. It's kind of funny. I'm like taking these where I think they're upsets, and you're kind of taking them too. So either we're both going to be wrong, or maybe we're onto something here.
All right, now, this next match, this one to me has the potential to be the match of the weekend. Tag team championships, the Usos defending against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah. This is a tough one. I'm super excited about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I do think this will be the main event of Saturday. Like they might go with the girls match, but just to spread it apart,
Right.
having the men's title match on Sunday. But yeah, this is a super hard one to call, because like, are you gonna have the Usos lose and then have Roman like just go into that Sunday match, and now all of a sudden the Usos aren't champions? And it's for both belts, right?
Yeah, for both tag titles.
Okay. Oh man. Everything about me wants to say the Usos are gonna retain this, but I'm gonna talk myself out of it. I think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are gonna win the titles.
This match,
But I'm not confident. I'm about 53% confident with that pick.
I think of all the matches for WrestleMania, this is the one that has had the best build from beginning to end because of everything that has happened with Sami Zayn and the Usos, from winning Jimmy's trust but not Jay's, to winning Jay's trust, to Jay, being conflicted, and it's just been so well done.
Yeah.
Plus it's another situation where it's like, hey, Usos have had the belts for over a year, and they maybe they need a break. So I'm gonna say KO and Sammy win the tag titles.
Okay. And there's one thing that I wanted to bring up, and I'm glad that you said that they've had it for over a year.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to lose
Last year.
There was an injury during the match, and they called an audible.
Right.
Would like I'm sure all the bloodline stuff would have still got to that point, like how great they had become. But like a lot of that in those promos with the New Day, they were talking about certain teams they beat. They wouldn't have been able to say that.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to lose to Boogs.
Yeah, to Boogs and
So
Shinsuke.
and then his knee gave out last year in a freak injury, and that's what happens. Like sometimes even in a predetermined event, things can change.
They sure
So
can.
so it's kind of crazy how and that now they're going into WrestleMania 39, still champion.
Maybe main eventing the first night.
Um,
Maybe.
I I like it better when the tag titles are kind of defended a lot, and then different teams are winning them back and forth. Like I don't like it when the main championship is dropped a lot, and then one dropped one by different guys. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's been really good with what Roman's been doing,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'd like to almost like if you see an USO match like on SmackDown for the tag titles, like the Usos are winning.
Mm-hmm.
So like it'd be nice to get to a point where it's like, oh, I gotta check this out.
Yeah.
Big tag team title match. Somebody might win the titles tonight. So yeah, I do think I think this would be the main event. And so did you pick Sammy and
Yeah, I went Sammy
KO
and
as well?
KO. Yeah.
All right.
All right. The next match, SmackDown Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair defending against Rhea Ripley. Now, I want to start this one
Okay.
because I have a theory about this about this match in particular. Because this is supposed to be the match that main events night one of WrestleMania. Although I agree with you, I think it should be the tag title match.
Yeah.
This match, to me, is going to prove to all of us if Vince McMahon is back in creative control. And I'll explain why. I'll explain why. If Charlotte Flair wins this match, Vince is back in charge.
Yeah, that's one way to put it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against Charlotte. It really isn't. But Vince has just been a Charlotte guy. Well, I mean, Hunter has as well, but Vince, I think, a little bit more. If Rhea wins, and I'm sure people commenting like, "Oh, you're stupid." Just hear me out. Hear me out.
We're not commenting yet. It's not a live show.
Yeah, I know. If Rhea
Monday.
wins, then I truly believe that Hunter is running the show on the creative end. This one has been an okay build. I wish it had a little bit more time to build, but I think Rhea's going to win the title. It's her time.
Yeah. Um, I agree with what you said about the creative team. Um, with I haven't liked the build, and I think a lot of it has been because Rhea's been busy with Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
She's been kind of like Dominic's like girlfriend, but they never really talk about that. And like she's in a real life relationship with a guy that works for another company, so
And Dominic is engaged in real life.
yeah. So it's a little weird how they're going on social media and saying things about their real life, and then on the show they're acting differently. But it's just the world we live in now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Rhea's going to win this match. I don't think it helps. I don't think it helps anybody if Charlotte wins. Like since Charlotte has come back and won the title, she's not done a whole lot. This build has been weak.
Because she was not on the Royal Rumble. She was not on Elimination Chamber.
No, she's kind of become that. Like maybe she's on a limited schedule now. Maybe she's got that pull around company. I don't know. Like she's probably one of those performers that like if she loses, that we probably won't see her till SummerSlam. and maybe a rematch. Um, and then possibly, like, if we're right, are we going to have two heel female champions on both shows? That's kind of what I like. Like, I like the chase, and then the culmination of the chase works out like whenever you want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, everything you said, I pretty much agree with. So, yeah, Rhea. I think Rhea wins. Charlotte kind of came back to take the title from Ronda.
Yeah.
So you could have that heel versus babyface match, and like it's still a little weird, Charlotte being that good girl, but we'll see what happens. I hope this match is better than the Ronda match
Charlotte from last
with
year.
Charlotte with last year,
Yeah, that
because
was a bit of a disappointment.
we were both pretty kind of pumped up for that one. I remember,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very underwhelming.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping. And like, where are they going to put this match on the card if they don't? If they don't have it as the main event, I think it has to be early.
Yeah.
Like, if it's Sunday, like if it's a Sunday opener, that'd be okay. So
To see.
yeah, we both
All right.
have Rhea, so congrats to Charlotte.
Next match, Seth Rollins against Logan Paul.
You know what? I'm actually kind of excited for this.
I think this is going to be good.
Logan Paul's won me over, man. These open face slaps that are knocking Seth Rollins out, and like, Seth Rollins is a star. Like, I honestly love him. What he's been doing, like he was a bad guy. He was a good guy. He's a bad guy. He acts like a crazy person. Like, when he comes to the ring wearing weird shit and he's singing his song and the crowd is just like eating out of his hands. Like, I love this character. Um, I I think Seth will be the next challenger for the Undisputed Championship after WrestleMania. I think he's going to go into that program. So I got Seth winning here, probably in like a really good high flying match. Like, Logan Paul has impressed both of us almost every time he's been in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw that match that he had with Roman Reigns. I don't know how good that one was.
It
I
was
heard
good.
I think he got injured during the match, so it's
Yeah.
not as good. That move that he had at Royal Rumble was amazing. The tag match he had with Miz
Last year, yeah.
last year was incredible. He's a phenomenal athlete, and like, people can hate him by how he got famous, but I got respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually super pumped for this match. Like, I do think Seth will go over and be the winner in this match, though.
Logan said today, either in an interview or on his podcast, that this match is his final match in WWE because he had a 5-match contract, and this is match number 5.
Okay, well, it's probably his last match of this contract. Like, based on how much of a star he's become, unless he's going to do other things, like, I don't see a scenario where Triple H wouldn't offer him another contract.
Right.
He's been great.
This is going to be a really good match. I'm looking forward to it. Seth is going to win this match, but I do expect a lot of crazy high-flying stuff happening in this one. All right. Next match is actually going to start night 1 of WrestleMania. It is for the United States Championship. Austin Theory defends against John Cena.
So this is the opener.
This is the opener.
Wow. Damn. I don't. This is a hard one. Like, people are like, "Are you kidding me?" Okay. Here's my argument. Okay. If John Cena wins the United States Championship, like, what happens? Does he come on Raw? Is he back on TV now? He's the champ. The champ is here. Does he like say, "I'm back"? No. He's a he's an actor now. He's not a wrestler anymore. Um, is there a way like John Cena wins this match by disqualification or something? But that would seem so lame.
Yeah.
I think Austin Theory is going to win the match. I don't know how. I don't know how he's going to pull it off, or if there's going to be somebody that helps him, maybe from John Cena's past. How great would it be if like Nikki Bella jumped in the ring and like
Oh
low
dear
blowed him, low blowed him or something, and then Austin Theory got the win. That would be actually incredible. Um, but yeah, now this is another one where I think I'm going out on a limb and taking an upset, and you might take Austin Theory too. I don't know, but I'm taking Austin.
um I did read something today
If it wasn't
about
for the
Cena.
title, I would pick John Cena.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
I,
that's
I, I
what I'm
read
saying.
something.
Okay,
I read something today that was kind of interesting. If Cena wins this match, he ties Ric Flair for the most reigns as United States champion,
okay,
and that would be at 6. Because depending on how you believe the world title count, Cena is tied with Flair, or as close to. I don't remember. Um, no, he's tied. He is.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah, with world titles, yeah.
yeah. Although Flair has a little more, but they're like
United, yeah, like yeah, Flair has way more
yeah.
than
But
that. They
anyway,
just know that number. But
this is such a big match for Theory because this could put him to the next level. Beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Like it can't get bigger than that for him
yeah,
at this time. And I agree with you, DK. If this match was not for the title, if it was not for the US title, I'd say John Cena. But because it is for the US title, I'm going with Theory to retain.
okay. And it's just a regular match, right?
Yeah,
Like DQs, countouts.
yeah.
Not that they would do that at a WrestleMania, but like 30 years ago they would.
Mm-hmm.
You'd see matches and then countouts and stuff
Check out our WrestleMania 8 review.
yeah. I'm like, I think there was a lot of DQs in that stupid pay per view.
It was fun. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Yep. That's a break impression.
That show was fun. All right.
Water there. We're not supposed to hit it there.
All right. And now to the big one. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns defending against Cody Rhodes.
You want to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is the biggie. This is the big one. I have said numerous times the night that Cody cut that promo after WrestleMania, the main event was set for this year. The night he cut that promo is like, here's your main event. You can't do it any other way. And then he has the injury, and it's like, oh my god, But Cody was able to come back, win the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns has been champion for 2.5 years, nonstop. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
Yep.
And this is the best he has ever been. And who knows, maybe this is the best he ever gets. Just everything set up the way it is. It's Cody's time. It's time to take the belts off of Roman, put it on Cody. You're in Hollywood. You got the Hollywood ending right there. I've said it for a year. You've got the ending to WrestleMania right there on a silver platter. You've got to take this ending. Cody wins the title. You can't go any other way.
It's like all like It's all clean, you think? Do you think
Um,
Roman's out there with Paul Heyman, like no?
I expect some outside interference because that's kind of been the MO of every Roman title defense.
Yeah, there's
So,
always like a surprise, like when Solo showed up, and we
mhm,
didn't expect that.
yeah.
So yeah, you pretty much nailed it here. Um, like I always thought that Cody was going to be the Money in the Bank winner, and then he would kind of like walk around all year in the nice suits with the briefcase. Um, and then maybe schedule his WrestleMania main event with the briefcase.
Hmm.
Just like I'm with you on that one. Um, yeah, I really think Cody should win here. I don't know if they're gonna do it though. Roman Reigns can hit 1,000 days as a as the champion. Is that something that they would think about? Like, I don't think he's far from it.
How
I
many?
don't think the build has been long enough. The build has been
Let
awesome.
me let me check how long he's been champ.
I think it's like 900 and something. So he's got to be like a few months away from it. Like they might look at that. Like he wanted SummerSlam, right?
Yeah, one at SummerSlam.
So 3 years.
Okay, so he is at, as of this recording, 939 days.
Okay.
So he
So he's
will be
only
over 940 by the time the
so
match
he's
happens.
he's 2 months away from 1,000.
Yeah.
That's something to think about. Go now. It doesn't mean the story's over if Cody doesn't win at WrestleMania. People might get pissed off. I think it would be a good story if you kept it going and you built it. I thought this should have been a longer build. The Sami Zayn stuff kind of screwed up the Cody build. It was great what Sammy was doing, but it screwed up the build. I think I think Cody should win, but I'm gonna pick Roman Reigns to win this match. I don't know how he's gonna do it, or if he's gonna get help, if he's gonna beat him clean. I I just think they see that 1,000 days, and Cody was injured. You could you could have a scenario where Roman Reigns wins. I'm I'm just kidding. Cody's gonna win the match.
Hey, have you got me hook, line, and
I
sinker?
had you. I had you. Okay, because I think Roman Reigns probably goes away for a bit after this.
Hmm.
Cody and Seth can jump right into a program. Seth can be a heel. He can be a babyface. He can be whatever the hell you want him to be. He'll go out there, talk shit to the fans on Monday night, and then he's a heel. I love that because they have tremendous chemistry. They had some great matches before Cody got hurt.
Hmm.
And then you can have that as your main feud, and then you can also have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus the Usos. Roman Reigns doesn't have to be there for that. You see a lot of like Roman Reigns isn't there for half the Raws or half the SmackDowns, anyways.
Anyway, yeah.
Um, and then the return when Roman Reigns does make his return, that could be huge too. So, yeah, I would just I wanted to see what you said if you were going to come at me for my Roman Reigns prediction, and I'm really hoping that he has the Winged Eagle belt ready to go
Yeah.
because that's the belt his dad never got to win. It's my favorite heavyweight championship. There are rumors about them getting rid of the Universal title and bringing back the
I
like
have heard that.
the WCW gold
Like,
belt
I think the latest
heavyweight championship.
I heard was going to be like SummerSlam. They were going to bring it back.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I I hope they split it up like the
Because
title.
honestly, after this reign, you could retire the Universal title. You really could.
Yeah. And you could just have the WWE champion,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could almost have a tournament at SummerSlam,
To
and
crown the world heavyweight
winner
champion.
gets the world heavyweight title on that certain show or whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could just stop doing the brand split and just have one main champion, which would make it almost stronger. Because
Yeah.
there's always going to be one champion that seems like the weak champion.
Mm-hmm.
You used to be the SmackDown champion, but then when Roman Reigns was the SmackDown champion, it was kind of like when Bobby Lashley had it on Raw. He kind of seemed like a weaker guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so do we know what happened with Bray Wyatt?
No.
Because they stopped talking about this feud. Like, and then like Bobby Lashley is supposed to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal on
Oh,
down now.
I feel so bad for him.
So him winning the match, like the whole thing was Bray Wyatt was going to face the
Bobby.
winner of that match with Brock Lesnar. He's like, whoever wins, I'm coming after.
Mm-hmm.
They had this weird little muscle man thing video, yep. And then they just stopped promoting the match.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't even seen rumors. Like what happened? Is Bray Wyatt, is he done with the company again?
I don't know.
Does he have issues, and that's why he was gone last time? Like, there's got to be something going on there. Like, it's awful for Bobby Lashley. Like, I would almost like take Bobby Lashley, put him in the Brock Lesnar almost make a triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Be a little bit more exciting because he's already kind of in that storyline.
Yeah.
So it's too bad. So I was wondering if you had any knowledge on what was going on there.
I've heard a few different things, but nothing concrete.
Okay.
So, all right. Now I do want to ask, because I had asked this earlier on that wrestling show, and I'm going to ask you the same question. Post WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The Raw after, the SmackDown after. Who do you think will either make a return or be called up to the main roster?
Well, I don't have much knowledge on NXT. Like, I do apologize. I don't watch NXT as much as I should.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know who would be that guy that gets called up. I do feel that a major return could be Randy Orton. And I think it will be. I don't know, like, what he would do or when he would come back or who he would go after or what kind of thing he would be, which kind of character he would be. Because, like, when he left, he was part of the tag team. Matt Riddle's been cleared to come back for like 6 weeks now since his rehab stint, and he hasn't been. So maybe they come back together as a team or something. But yeah, I don't know who would be called up. I'm always excited to see who's the next couple of, like, younger guys coming up and younger
Mm-hmm.
girls. Like, because there's been some like really exciting Monday after stuff.
Yeah.
The last few years, it hasn't been as good. I remember when Paige came up, and she like won the title the first night. That was really cool. So maybe something like that. But I do think that that Randy Orton could be that main guy that makes his return.
I think Riddle's gonna come back. You had said him earlier. He had been in rehab for a bit, and I looked at his Instagram earlier, and his last post was 3 weeks ago, and he was in like a dojo. So maybe he's ready to come back.
Maybe.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we close the show,
mm-hmm.
The Miz is the host of this WrestleMania. What do you think his like role is going to be? Just kind of like wandering around with microphone and doing Miz things.
Yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
think he gets involved in the Seth Rollins match because he kind of has
Mm,
been kind of linked
maybe,
in that storyline.
maybe. And then like on the fall, and then like the Raw after, he'll be like, "This was the greatest WrestleMania of all time because I was the host." And
Mizzlemania or some
yeah,
nonsense.
and then he'll get beat up by somebody. So,
He's probably the richest jobber in the history of wrestling, eh?
oh my, he could be.
Well, he has a lot of losses and he has a big house. So
Yeah. All right. Well, you could join our
with
uh
that being said,
yeah, with that being said, you could join our Facebook group, DK and Bill Wrestling Podcast. And when we come back, which will be next week, we're gonna review WrestleMania. We're gonna give our thoughts on WrestleMania. Um, and probably whatever else happens this weekend.
yeah, and there's no Baron Corbin match, so that'll be good.
I could see him having a segment at WrestleMania.
Oh my god, probably. So the battle royal is on Friday.
SmackDown, yeah.
So Bobby Lashley's gonna win, right? Because he's like,
More than likely, I think.
hopefully they fix the graphic and it doesn't say Andrew Giant Battle Royal. Like I think that was last year
Yeah.
happened. So you got to spell check, guys. It's
Very
WrestleMania.
important.
Get your shit together.
Very important.
So I
All
hope you
right.
guys enjoyed being able to watch us this time.
Mm-hmm.
Camera is fixed. It's ready to go.
Yes.
It's not fixed. It's new.
Yeah, it's
I
new.
should reiterate, but yeah,
So on that note, enjoy WrestleMania. If you're going to it or if you're watching it in the comfort of your own home, enjoy it and join us next week as we give our thoughts on WrestleMania 39. Have a good weekend, everybody.